Hi everybody, this is Joanna. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're so excited. We're going to do a really short video today, and then we're going to do another video later. We wanted to do a really inspirational Ascension tarot for the weekend so that you can align yourself and allow yourself to expand and explore and experience, express all that you are as spirit. It's really, really important that each and every one of us take ownership and commandmentship of who we are as centers of light, of loving centers of light, of centers of inspiration and intelligence, divine Christic becoming, divine Christic alignment with our highest potential of the Ascension star that is always feeding us codes, the beautiful healing energies and the healing beings that are with us in all moments. So call upon them. I do a healing, I should do a video about that. I do my self-healing before I go to bed every night, and I set the intentions for my dreams, and I set the intentions for my bodies and my fields, so that when I'm asleep at night, my higher self and my soul and I are working on things together through my intentions, and so that when you wake up, you're feeling loved and benevolently inspired. And something that's been going on for many, many years is our planet is releasing all of the energies and the negativities from many, many eons that we've been upon her, creating much dysfunction and much separation upon the land and in her chakras and her grids. And as our collective goes through awakening, we have these collective burps, if you will, especially around full moons, in which everybody that is going through the awakening process starts releasing all of the fears and the negativities from within their bodies and their fields and their systems. And so it's just natural and organic that those that are empaths and crystalline children, those that are hypersensitive and higher sensitive kids and children, those of you that are empaths and healers, just be aware that I've had so many of my clients come to me and say that when they wake up in the morning, they're just faced with these really dark and dense, really painful and hateful energy thought forms that are in the field. You go to bed feeling really nice and you wake up feeling, what the heck was that? And oftentimes my teams told me this morning, again, to remind everybody that these are negative thought forms that are a part of the collective release, a part of those that are in your circle release, and a part of some of us that are out serving the greater collective good, and those that are, continuing in the programs of negativity and lack. Some often send those energies to those that choose to work a path of light and the potentiality of who we are as human and spiritual experiences, which all of those that are positively aligning and those that speak about the power of who we are within, they're always faced with those equal and opposite energies of dissonance. And so always know that too. So if you're going through those really karmic tough relationships or any type of relationship or experiences where there's such the coming to life, if you will, because programs and things that were hidden underneath the surface are now coming up for us to face and own. It's a part of our collective experiencing. And how do we suss it out for greater respect and honor of one another? Because each person on the planet deserves the birthright to be treated with love and honor and respect as they fully express themselves, as they fully explore themselves and experience themselves anew in a respectful and honoring way, so that there's no harm done to anybody. But there are those of us that are sent additional energies that are extra purposeful in their distaste and dissonance for us. And so just owning that too. So if you are a person that is out in the public and you're healing those at a mass experience, many of your leaders that come to us and assist in your coaching and alignment, and many of your high vibrational healers as well, and grid workers. So just know that when you wake up with those really intense feelings and energies, sometimes those are thought forms that are being sent to you. Sometimes those are from the collective, and sometimes those are from Gaia. And so those are just us to transmute. So just honor and accept all that you are as light and a vessel of light that can transmute these energies. And you are protected by your teams and by the archangels. And the archangels are absolutely aware of what's going on and who's sending who what. And there's protection and support and love for all. And it reminds us how to stand within our power of who we are. That if you sensing and discerning what's going on in your environment is really important for those of us that are mothers, those of us that are wanting to come to awakenedness with our spiritual gifts, and to not feel fearful about it, but just standing in your beautiful light, setting the intention for yourself and your body for the day. I intend to align myself with my highest light, and with my breath I align with Source Creator, Mother and the Father and the creators of all that is, and I activate my cells, I activate my fields and my bodies, and I'm clearing anything within my bodies and my fields that do not serve me, because I choose to be a beautiful experience of love. I choose to be an experience of light, And I choose to clear the fields for my beautiful sacred home, for my beautiful sacred vessel in my body. And I align with the highest light of who I am, because I'm responsible for me. And I will set the vibration for my home. I will set the vibration for my experience and my bodies. And I send everybody love and light. And I send everybody the prayer of divine order. Divine order is just recognizing the God source energy in all things. That was the ecstasy that we talked about yesterday in our video. That is divine order. You're activating ecstasy of God and source within all things, because it is your breath. I activate ecstasy. And you're being filled with the nutrients and the balance and the benevolence of who you are as spirit. And you're being fed by spirit because you are the one commanding it. And so just know that when you wake up those really dark and dense energies, just clear them out. Just acknowledge them. These are not mine, but I'm choosing to clear them for the highest benevolence of the Holy Creator, and just send them off to be created in a new frequency of love and light. And do not allow your bodies or your vibrations to be sent in any type of dissonance or peace. Remain in your peace. Remain in your peace and constancy of who you are as light, and love yourself and honor yourself. And just know that you're always on the right path when you just wake up and allow yourself to be fully who you are as love, the expression of love, the expression of light. And ground with Gaia, ground with Gaia, ground with Gaia. I am the purity of love that is the mother and the father, and all that is light, and all that is love, and all that is light, and all that is love. And I send back any energies that are not divine and sacred in a bubble of love and light. And I wish love and light and prayers to all, love and light and prayers to all. And I absolutely bless my home with sacred energy. My home is blessed with sacred energy. I'm blessed with sacred energy. And that just a few minutes every day activates your cells. Everything is in alignment, the male and the female within you. Just sending everything in your environment, love and blessedness. Acknowledging everything within your creation as an aspect of God, as an aspect of love and light, aspect of your becoming of natural health and wellness, and the balancing that you want to express yourself as. I choose to express myself as peace and love today. All of my chakras are in alignment, and I express myself as this beautiful, elegant experience of love and peace, and I get to express myself in that, and I get to ask for what I choose to receive. That's a part of becoming a master too. What is it that I want to receive? So many of us that are light workers always find that imbalance, because we often give so much and we never receive equal and kind. So it's always important, especially as mothers and home care workers, to always ask for what you receive. I receive a beautiful thank you from you, and if you're going to drop by, these are the days you can drop by. I love seeing you, and I want a loving communication from you is what I need from you. So it's really state your needs and your wants to fulfill you as a nourished being, because you require nourishment. So many of us have gone so long without nourishment, or being in situations that have been neglectful emotionally, mentally, spiritually, or physically. Not being nourished is the neglect of being nourished. And so honor that and start operating from this beautiful, compassionate nourishment of what you desire, and ask for it. Okay, Spirit, today I desire to be nourished in the beauty that you can offer me through the beautiful scenery. How can I see flowers of beauty today? That nourishes my soul. It makes me feel so good to be connected with Gaia. Thank you, Spirit. And I'm telling everyone in my house today that I want to be nourished by loving comments, because I give them out. And I want to be nourished by just giving myself quiet time and quiet space, because it's really important as an empath that I give that time to myself, and I clear and I cleanse. And our tarot today is going to help inspire you. So often when I go for the inspirations with tarot, I love my tarot and my many oracle decks. And I always have a couple that I always go to in my go-to decks to inspire about human evolution. And it's not about the relationship between twin flames and soul partners and all of those things that are so saturated in our YouTube experience. So much that's out there is about the experience of the male and female love experience, and which is fine and perfect. But until you're at the place where you're fully healed and you're fully in a balanced place of harmony of knowing who you are as spirit, those experiences are very, very tumultuous. So the collective experience and the individual experience right now is healing of thine self, of the evolutionary enlightenment and fulfillment of who you are. That doesn't mean everybody needs to walk around being single and independent, but what that means is that there's a lot of inner work that needs to be done. And so our focus on our tarot is collective ascension, individual ascension. How can we self-actualize through the understanding of who we are as light, who we are as spiritual consciousness? Because it is through our consciousness that all creates. Our consciousness is what creates. And so the more in attune and alignment that we are within that, then we have that capability to be that within a naturally balanced and vibrationally attracting those types of energies that are in that awareness of who you are. Because until you know who you are, you're merely only attracting the vibrations that are currently in the field that are still needing to be healed. Wounds, patterns, socio and familial and ancestral heritage wounds and patterns of subjugation. So much of that is within the fields that are just requiring to be healed, and why we can sense those things in such alignments like full moons and new moons, so that the requiring is for the healing and self-actualization as the highest priority always. You know, when you're feeling safe and loved and balanced and in alignment of who you are as the guidance of light, then it doesn't matter what you wake up within. You have the power to stand up in your light and clear the space, clear your bodies, set the intention for your day, and manifest from the balanced spiritual perspective, because you are. And so this is one of my go-to decks. And Alana Fairchild, she's always my go-to. And this is her, I think it's her Sacred Rebel deck. I know this one is Sacred Rebel deck. Sacred Rebel deck. What is it? Let's see what it is. It's always her card. Yeah, I think it's a Sacred Rebel. Yeah, it is Sacred Rebel. Alana Fairchild. And so let's get into this beautiful weekend tarot for you. And we'll be doing another video that we're going to talk about multidimensional communication, light language, and how we're expanding in the numerous DNA activations, the multidimensional activations that have been going on for our planet, to help align with everyone's obviously ongoing evolution and the gifts that you want to explore, the excitement that you have to start beginning and commencing your destiny and your fate with spirit and your fate with the universe, to start bringing forward who you are as a multidimensional being of light. And so we're going to pull a couple of cards from here. Thank you, Spirit, for coming together with a collective message today. Thank you, Spirit, and all of the beings that are helping us in alignment of our bodies. Ever health and wellness is so important. We can't move forward in anything. Any manifestation that we choose to co-create within any type of intention or goal cannot be manifested without our balance and our health and our wellness. So it is the number one offering of intention, of focus and direction for each and every one of us, to be the health and the wellness and the balance for ourselves first, and be self-directed in it, to know what you need at a physical, mental, emotional, and etheric spiritual space of absolute nourishment within, and speak it and be it and live in that energy of it. The nourishment of source is always, always, always the first, the highest, thank you, Spirit, the highest birthright that you have as a being of light. So thank you. So health and wellness and being nourished in it, that's going to be our focus. And the three cards that are coming out. That's wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. The three cards that came out is the inner trust card. Isn't that gorgeous? Trusting who you are. What does your body need? What do you need? And when you look at yourself in the mirror every day and how you're allowing yourself to come to life, which is what this card is, come to life. How can you come to life in new ways? You get the potential to create from who you are in all moments, because your inner trust is going to become more and more pure and rarefied as you're aligning with who you are as spirit. The more that you're aligned in the epitome of who you are as light, the epitome of who you are as eternal love, the epitome of who you are as creativity that is eternal. That is the spirit. As the spirit is allowed to flow freely, as the spirit is allowed to flow in genuine abandonment of abandon in who you are, you get to abandon those aspects of you that held you so limited, that held you so confined in a body and in clothings and in roles that do not serve you. So now you get to choose who you are. Now you get to choose from all of the beautiful guidance and the totems and all of the aspects of nature that are assisting you, all things that spirit sends you to let you know who you are. And creation is assisting you in that coming to life. You get to say, this is the role I'm happy in, this is the role I'm not happy in. These are the roles that have taught me so much, and this is who I choose to be now, and this is how I choose to intend and direct my energy. Because how I choose to vibrate, how I choose to intend and direct that energy creates my reality. Absolutely, without question. I am now awake, I am conscious, and I choose to come to life in my new way. Because I absolutely trust what I'm sensing and what I'm feeling. Nothing is more important than what I feel. Of what I feel. And we've all come from so many dysfunctional eras and eons of experiences where how we felt was suppressed and not important. And what we did and how we acted and how we behaved was so much more important than how we felt. Well, we can't feel without, if we are not paying attention to our feelings, how we act and how we do and how we behave is going to be imbalanced and aggressive. Because We're not paying attention to the all that we are that wants to be felt. The spirit wants to be felt. It wants to be explored. And any shadow and inner child energies will come forward in these times of great intensity because it wants to be felt. When you absolutely allow yourself to feel, you absolutely trust yourself because you absolutely know who you are and you can navigate any energy and any emotion. And then you return to center. Just like when you wake up some mornings, you have those incredibly intense energies and thought forms that are just floating about, especially in full moons and new moons, because there are still those collective surface energy battles, if you will, of light and dark, and those that have the control that want to remain control. And the light is just going to continue to bathe. So it's just a matter of honoring and knowing how to work within the navigation of all these energies. And again, trust who you are and what role you've come to play. And then allow yourself the inner strength and the guidance to just step up to new levels of acceptance and love. Because the angels and your archangels and all of the masters that are with you to support you in your role of becoming of greater light will be there to support you and help transmute anything that comes your way and protect you and guide you and support you in all ways that are meant to. Because you're meant to follow the destiny that you are. You are light. The destiny of you is light. The destiny of you is love. The destiny of you is the creative abandonment of who you are, spirit. And you can come to life in any way you want. You get to choose. No person has control of your consciousness. No group, no entity has control of your consciousness. Your consciousness is divine and sacred for you. You are the power of you. So trust what you feel. Trust what you sense. And allow yourself to be created by you, for you, through you. That is the Christ sovereignty. The Christ sovereignty doesn't have anything to do with religion. It is who we are as Metatronic, Christic, divine creatorhood of light, sacred geometry, the physics and the science of spirituality, the science and the physics of who we are as God, in matter form and human form. And we come from many cosmos, we come from many planets. We are the infinite light of all that is. We are the infinite expression of all that is. And when we understand that, we have collaborative experiences, collaborative consciousness with beings and consciousness from all over the experience of who we choose and how we choose to dive in deeply to life itself. We get to choose as we awaken consciously who we get to collaborate with consciously, because there's a various and infinite number of forms of experience that we get to co-create with to create our fifth dimensional reality. So what do you want to create today? How do you want to align in the trust of who you are, that you are a beautiful being of creativity, and your creativity is infinite. You're just tapping into the gifts that you're awakening to. You get to come to life in all new moments. How can you dream a new dream for 5D Earth? What does your 5D Earth look like? What does it feel like? What do you want it to encapsulate you with? Do you want to be fed the beautiful nourishment of colors that we don't even have names for? Do you want to come forward and meet cosmic soul tribe from all different planets that when your DNA gets activated, you can sense and feel and know they're your best friends from all over the planet, all over the universe, all over the galaxy? Because you do and because you have. And all of these beings are in various consciousness forms to assist you in your dreaming and coming to life in a new way. How can we dream our collective dream? How can we bring Gaia to life? How can we collectively create that new earth that is creative, that is balanced, that is harmonious, that is above all healthy and well, and centered in our collective oneness? From our hearts we are, from our hearts we create, from our hearts we intend, from our hearts we infuse new. And we get to collaborate in the highest vibrational potentials, and we do and we are and we have, in the highest vibrational human potentiations that we've ever experienced, because we are accepting of the light, because we are accepting of ourselves as powerful, because we are accepting of ourselves to transmute anything that was and bring it to a higher frequency. So fear not, dear ones. Fear not. Fear not what comes to you in any moment. Fear not, because you can stand there and say, I accept this as a part of the all and I get to transmute it and see where it fits within my belief system, and I get to shift my beliefs even more to an infinite experience of who I am as source. Take ownership of your mastery. Take ownership of who you are as the breath of source, constantly renewing and evolving yourself, because you can, because you are. You are the infinite being of light. You are the infinite being of light, and you are a master to transmute anything that comes before you. So fear not. Stand in your power. Stand in your light. And you are sent and you are the example. And you are the infinite blessing that is the shining love that is spirit, because you are. You always have been. And release all those infinite experiences of who you are that held you small. So small from the eons. And you get to transmute them now right before your very eyes. I am a makatatik, and you're not pushing it away and you're not saying, no, 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 that doesn't exist. You're saying, I can transmute this because you are source and because I am the all that is light and love. Because I get to choose how I transmute. I get to choose that I am the elegance of love and light, for I am source. I am a makatatik, and I am the essence of the holy breath. I am a makatatik. And I radiate love, and I radiate light, and I radiate happiness and joy for all, because that is my wish for Earth. That is my wish for Earth. Every day, every day, every day we wake up and be more loving and kind and caring and more compassionate to one another, that we feel not the need to take from another or hurt one another or harm one another, send hateful energies to anyone. We send love and we send light and benevolence to all because we're worthy of it. Every person on this planet is a child of God, source, creator, spirit, all that is. Come from the cosmos, infinite DNA. You're loved, you are loved, you are loved, and you're infinitely creative. So create and heal thyself. Allow your spirit to soar and be free. And we love you, dear lighted ones. We will give you one more card from the sacred I think it's her Divine Badass deck. Thank you. Thank you. We're so happy. I have to make this really short. Thank you so much for being with us. We're so happy. Thank you. Thank you for all of those that have come for I'm getting crown activations, coaching sessions. Thank you, Spirit, for always upgrading me. I'm so grateful, Spirit. And see how many times today you can say thank you to Spirit. Open your heart and be grateful to Spirit. Open your heart and say divine order, divine order, divine order, and bless the essence of ecstasy of God to all. Bless the divine ecstasy of all that is Spirit, of all that is light, of all that is omnipresent creation. See how your world changes, because it absolutely will. You'll feel a difference within minutes. It's an alchemic experience of love, that you're pressing yourself as the beautiful fluid breath of love into all that is love. And you can feel the alchemy of it. All that is unseen becomes seen. And that's the gifts that are opening and awakening for us as a collective. I'm trying to rush. Oh, 2 came out. Oh, the lioness and the white sage. The lioness and the white sage. The lioness, again, this is just what we were talking about. Thank you. The white sage is allowing yourself to know that you have all the light from all dimensions and all realms and all timelines that you've ever worked within, and how challenging and how much of a warrior you've had to come to heal your own inner shadow and to heal the own inner aspects of negative thought forms and beliefs and all of those tumultuous timelines that we've allowed ourselves to be persecuted and that we've persecuted others, and to come forward in the highest vibration of the white sage is knowing that you're able to transmute it through your wisdoms and your intelligences of who you are as the beautiful lioness, standing in your power, knowing that you are the one that directs your alchemy. You are the one that directs your majesty. You are the one that directs your destiny with Source Creator. It's a co-creative partnership. You and Source, the highest benevolence of your guidance, the highest benevolence of your health. Always, 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 always call Source and Spirit in, your guides and your teams and your healing collaborations with Spirit. All of your healing teams that come from all dimensions, all timelines, all realms, to help you in healing. Calling it forward, facing it, understanding what it has taught you, what your soul themes are here for your own inner strength. We move through anything that we move through our soul's blueprint to provide us the highest strength of who we are, sovereign, directed beings of light. Through all of our soul's experiences, to be fully self-accepted in that, to be fully self-aware in that, to be fully self-creating in that, to be fully self-expressive in it, and the experience of who we are as light. Every soul lesson will be a part of that, so that you may be sovereign, so that you may know that you are self-loved in all moments and you can create your own love and light from within, that you can create the exploration and experience of all that you are as eternal light from within, as within, so without, and allow yourself to be that beautiful experience, because you have all the intelligence and the wisdoms you need from all timelines. Just open and trust it. You're a goddess and you are a god and you're a creator of holy light. And so be it. What does your 5D earth look like? What does it feel like? What do you want to see? What do you want to experience? How would you see yourself creating and expressing yourself in creation? Is it fluid? Is it beautiful? Are you a singer? Are you a painter? How may you allow your spirit to come forward and soar? We love you, dear lighted ones. For those of you that would love to donate, we are so appreciative of your donations. Thank you, Spirit, for always clearing and cleansing and activating me. I'm so very blessed for Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. We love each and every one of you. The donation link is below. Those of you that would like to book private sessions, healing sessions, activations, any packages of coaching sessions, there are 4 sessions. And I've been so blessed and grateful to work with you, those of you that have purchased those sessions, and I learned so much. And all of my webinars, my global webinars and my classes, I open myself up to greater light. And those portals of the multidimensional creation that the light councils provide me, and the ascended masters and all the heavenly councils do so because of the group Sacred Intention, coming together as a sacred group to desire more of who we are as spirit. And we open those portals for one another. And that is that group think experience that is quantum. And we open up those portals and much information comes through me because of those interactions. So I am as equally grateful for all of the experiences that you provide me to become a greater conduit and expression of spirit and source and a Christic being of healing And so I'm very, very grateful to all of you and the beautiful Holy Mothers that are always with us. I'm so very grateful. I'm so very grateful. And we ask that each and every one of you fall in love with who you are today. Fall in love with who you are above all. Make sure that you're setting your own standard and your own vibration, because that's how you create. You create from your vibration. And everything that comes before you, honor and bless it all for it as source, and know that you can transmute it and open it to compassionate love, forgiveness, and acceptance. And in that, go forward and create your greatest day. We love you, delighted ones. Namaste. Don't forget rainbow tickles. Bye.